What is up, legends? It's been a long time since I uploaded a video to this channel, and there's a good reason for that. Let's get into it. So legends, welcome back to the channel. It has been far too long since I put a video up here, and please excuse the state of the studio. If you see any mess in the background, it is, I have just been living the single man's life to the best of my abilities over the last couple of weeks. The whole place needs cleaned. It's an absolute disgrace. But anyway, major shock to the system since the last video. If you've been on this channel for any length of time, I, around about this time last year, made a couple of videos actually, about planning to try and quit smoking, and I've been trying since then, and I'll probably go into a bit more detail in the steps that I've taken to get off in the better part of a year. And you know, I have been on patches pretty much steady, the strongest patch possible since pretty much this time last year, and fell off the wagon a couple of times and started smoking again, and yes, not good. But after the last video I uploaded, which would be about 3 weeks ago now, I accidentally stopped smoking. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But literally smoking cigarettes, roll-ups, you name it, while wearing the patches, and it just didn't seem like it was going to work for me. And then one day at work, I didn't smoke that morning before I went in. I came out for my first break, had my lunch, and didn't take a cigarette. And the same at the lunchtime. So that evening, I tried to, push it a wee bit further and see how long I could go without them. Bearing in mind, still wearing patches, of course. And that's really weird, if you go to the chemist or your doctor and you get patches and whatnot, and they tell you a certain amount of time you should be wearing them, and then you can go down to the step 2 patch. Everybody's body's different, and for some weird unknown reason, my body seems to take at least 1.5 years to get off anything. I wouldn't say a major problem with painkillers. Like, I was on painkillers for years because of a back injury, and I decided one weekend, ran out of the prescription, would have fought with my own shadow, so I decided time to detox off them, get to the gym, and exercise and get myself into shape, deal with the pain that way. And I took a full year and a half to get myself properly detoxed from the painkillers and to a point where I could actually function without them. Well, when I say function, I was a functioning pill popper, essentially. I was still working, I was still doing all that sort of stuff, but I was still on painkillers, and just the body was at a point where it just couldn't work properly without them. So that took 1.5 years to actually get off that. And it seems like it's the same time frame with the cigarettes and the smoking and that there. My body has just seemed to got to a point now where, for some weird unknown reason, I was still able to, smoke to the extent I was smoking with the patches on. And then now, for some weird reason, the body has just seemed to work it out for itself, and I got through that first day. So of course you try the second day, you get through that day, and now I am just over 3 weeks off the cigarettes. Happy days. Now, in saying that, The reason I haven't uploaded any videos to the channel in those 3 weeks is because of just the pure shock to the system. This is the first time this is the longest I've gone without smoking since I was 16 years old when I started smoking, and I'm 41 now, so that's a long time. So yes, that shocked the system, even though I was on patches and I was using the little, and I still have it here, the little inhaler. I use that there if a craving does kick in, that the patch isn't really holding it back. I'll take a little puff in that there, but I'm barely using that at the minute. In 3 weeks, massive difference. But the first week wasn't so bad. The second week, I had worked out that I had bought the step 2 patches, so I was moving down to them, and it was the second week that I had stopped smoking where I'd actually dropped down to a lower strength patch, and that week was a nightmare. Wasn't so bad actually during the week when I was at work, because you know, at least when you're in there and the environment I work in, you can't get a hold of a cigarette even if you're desperately in need of one. And if you can manage to get through the breaks without one, you know, it's just you just keep going to the next marker. But the weekend rolled round and I literally slept the entire weekend just to deal with the cravings, and that echoes back to that year and a half with the detoxing from the painkillers. Literally, I spent so much time on my own, taking it easy, no support really whatsoever, going through that, and it's just a nightmare week. Now that I've got over that sort of part, I'm now into I'm into the stage now where I need something to do with my hands constantly, and just whereas last week I was in that weird depressed sort of just I need to sleep it off stage. Now I'm into the part now where I'm just itching to get at something, like, you know, the cigarettes aren't there to, you know, you've got nothing to do with your hands for a start, and now I'm kind of gone to this weird kind of hyper sort of a, you know, I need to be doing something constantly all the time. So I'm pretty damn sure there's going to be a crap load of videos coming onto this channel over the next couple of weeks and months, goodness knows, and we'll go a little bit deeper into how I don't want to say kicked the habit, because I'm a big believer of, you know, when you start thinking to yourself you've got something kicked, it's, you know, you're asking for trouble at that point. And I don't want to say I have kicked the habit, but I'm getting very, very close. And on top of that, I'm also now into that weird, creepy stage of I'm not smoking, but other people I know around me are smoking. So I'm into that weird stage now where you're kind of creeping up behind people, and when they're having a cigarette and you're like, take a little sniff. It's weird. I'm starting to feel like I'm a dog. I'm starting to snuff people. But that's where I've been at. That's what I've been doing. And the shock to the system has been weird, to say the least. But thankfully I'm at the gym trying to keep fit as well. That's helping out majorly. The new routine that we're doing at the gym where I'm at, Empowered Fitness, is there's more cardio in it this time. It used to be, whenever I first started going, it was mainly, you know, weight training and that sort of thing. You had your diet plan, and then you had like a 5-10 minute cardio session at the end of each session you were in, and I could deal with that while I was smoking. But now with the more cardio, it was just I can't keep up, I needed to do something. I think that was a big motivational factor in trying to kick the smokes this time. And yes, the motivation is definitely there this time, and accountability as well. They're keeping me on the straight and narrow. Kick my ass if I do go back to the cigarettes again. But yes, I hope this video made sense to you. I am at the weird level where I need to do things, and this was just something to do to take my mind off cravings and whatnot. So I'm gonna edit this video, get it uploaded, go to sleep, and hit a lot of video work tomorrow. I've got a lot of crap planned. Check out coinsagemedia.com. Working on a few new things over there. That's, you know, just because I haven't been posting on here doesn't mean I've been a lazy bum. I've been putting some stuff into the works over on the website. The review channel is going hardcore at the minute, and yes, I've got some indie film plans in the works as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video.